Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Josh coming at you with another video on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the Modern Warfare beta and mainly my dislikes. As I said in my previous video, this is the video for my dislikes only. Let's just jump straight into it. No minimap! How can you not include a minimap in a Call of Duty game? I mean, okay, at first, watching gameplay, seeing how people played, I didn't really care. I didn't really notice a whole difference. But now playing the game, I'm like, fuck, I need a minimap in this game. Like, and everybody's saying, oh, it's because, you know, you want to know where you're at or you're lost on the map. I don't understand how you can get lost on the map. Like, it's the same map every time. You know, you play it a lot, you get used to it. You can get used to a map without having to look at the minimap. You understand? And I think that the main reason why people want it is because you can see the dots and the UAV can help you. It's just there. It's very convenient to have. And it hasn't been an issue, you know, in the past. So why change it? Why fix something that's broken? That's just my opinion. I like seeing the red dots when people shoot. And I look at the minimap for indicators as to where people are. I don't like the new compass system where they tell you, like they tell you the direction of where those shots are coming from, but they don't really, it doesn't tell you much besides that. You don't know how far it is. You don't even know how close it is. So you can't really predict where people are, and it's very difficult to outmaneuver, gunfight someone. It's very difficult. You can't predict things in this game unless you pre-aim everything, and that's not fun. Another thing, I mean, let me finish with this actually first. Minimap just needs to come back as the normal default way. You know, I know they changed it in the beta halfway through. They put the minimap back in the game, but it doesn't show you where people are when they shoot. And it's like, that's not what I wanted, you know? It's not really what I wanted. I just wanted the minimap. They could have at least tried it with that way. But I understand the vision of the game. The goal is to make it as realistic as possible, and they don't want that indicator because they don't want people looking at the minimap and, like, you know, knowing where you are just because of your gunfire. But I don't know. I like that. I like that about Call of Duty. It's different. I feel like it makes the game more predictable, and I don't like feeling like I don't know anything about what's happening. You know, I don't like feeling like everything is just random, you know, or that if my teammate is like across the map for me, but at that moment I feel like he's next to me, but it's like really an enemy, I have no clue, you know. Sometimes I literally run into a room and my teammate is fucking shooting at me. So I've never had to deal with that before in COD, really. And this is like the only COD that I've had to deal with that, and I think that's an issue. I think they just need to revert back to the old minimap style and call it a day. I'm done ranting about the minimap. The minimap just needs to come back, in my opinion, and the majority of the community just wants it back, just the normal way that it always has been. Next up is spawns. The spawns are terrible. Spawns are so bad in Modern Warfare. I can't tell you the amount of times that I have spawned in front of someone, or I have walked like 2 steps out of spawn and I'm dead. Like, I don't understand, but this game does not give a flying fuck about where enemies are. They will just spawn you wherever. It does not matter. You could spawn on their side of the map. They could literally spawn you right next to an enemy behind a tree. Like, it really does not matter. And I think the worst times that I've gotten into that issue is on Hackney Yard and on, what's the other map? I forget the other map. Oh man, I don't remember the name, but it's a different, usually the smaller maps are the ones that have the difficulty on with the spawning, and I hate it. I completely hate it. They need to fix the spawns. It's like it completely disregards enemy players in the vicinity, and I need to be spawned in like a building or something. Like, I literally got spawn killed like 4 different times in the same building that I was spawning in because of a dude standing upstairs. I was on the first floor spawning in. The dude was up above me, just rotating up and down the fucking stairs on Hackney Yard, spawn killing me. I don't understand that. Like, it needs to be fixed. So please, Infinity Ward, if I doubt you're watching this video, but please, anybody that can reach out to them or anything, please, this needs to be fixed. The spawns need to be adjusted. Another thing is the fast time to kill. Okay, I don't necessarily dislike a fast time to kill. I just don't really like this time to kill. I feel like it's too fast. I feel like in Infinite Warfare, they really hit a sweet spot for fast, but not too fast. And I think in Black Ops 4, it was way too slow. So, I think they need to revert it back to the way Infinite Warfare was. That was just perfect. I love that time to kill, but there was a lot of trading issues, as there is in Modern Warfare. And because it's so fast and the hit reg is so good in the game, there's a lot of trading. And I hope that's not an issue for like a month in like it was for Infinite Warfare. But yeah, you get caught off guard very easily in the game. And the fast time to kill doesn't really help. You die. I feel like I die in like 2 shots while I have to shoot someone else like 5 times. You know what I mean? It just feels like I die instantly, but I shoot at them forever and they don't die. So I don't know what that's all about. It's just, it feels very inconsistent. And I feel like if they don't want to raise the time to kill a little bit, at least make the ADS sprint out time faster, because there needs to be some adjustment to that to balance it all out. Another thing is the map design complexities, and this has to do with maps that have multiple buildings in them, and multiple buildings specifically with multiple stories and multiple entrances to different rooms, and it gets very confusing. I'm telling you, it's very hard to sweep rooms, clear them out, and know where everybody is at once, because it's too difficult, especially with no minimap. I feel like I'm left kind of confused when I'm stuck in a building and I hear so many different footsteps and audio and different things going on at once, and I'm like, dude, where is this guy? It's very difficult to do that in this game. And man, having so many buildings on the maps creates a lot of issues with camping. Camping is a big thing in Modern Warfare, a huge thing. This is the most I have ever seen anybody camp. I see corner campers. I see campers up in windows mounting their gun. I see everything every single game I play on Modern Warfare. And it's a rough weekend. A rough weekend. The only time that I wasn't having a difficult time was when I started playing with friends, and that just made it a lot more fun. This game is better with friends, and that's another thing that I'm forgetting to bring up. But for a solo player, it's very difficult to go in and have a good time. Personally, I was having a really bad time, adjusting to the different play styles of the game. And it's not something that I particularly, I don't prefer it. I'd rather have a more aggressive game, but if I have to, I can slow down my play style because I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy the game. It's in my best interest to enjoy the game because I want to make content on it. I want to play it with my friends, I just want it to be a good year. And I feel like maybe closing off some of those areas on the map, maybe having less rooms and buildings, or maybe closing off a floor or something. Just having more depth into the map is good to a degree, but then it promotes camping and it promotes a slower play style. Obviously, more conservative play styles are going to be rewarded in this game, and that's something that I don't like. I feel like there should be a way for all play styles to work in every single match, to an extent, if it is done correctly. But I feel like the beta this weekend was all about slow. Go slow, be patient, sweep rooms, check corners, and camp. I don't think it was about rushing at all. And it was a rude awakening for people that were just looking at the old Call of Duty games in their lens of nostalgia. And it just, I don't know what else to say. it was a very rude awakening. You know, I there was a lot of games where I did good, but there was a lot of games that I did bad. And I know I'm a pretty good player. I know I am. Every year I manage to get two or three KDs, you know, from my averages. So I know that I am a good player, but this is going to be especially hard for the newer Call of Duty players just coming in, or maybe even players within the last 5 years. It's going to be something completely different, and I don't know. It might change once we get new guns, new perks. You know, obviously Ghost has to play a big part in this game. And another thing, I don't like the field upgrades. I don't think they really add anything to the game. You know, a lot of those things were already like perks or equipment back in the day. So why change that? You know, I don't really see a huge thing that's they're being really, like, I don't know, like there's hack inserts in the field upgrades, or there's like EMPs and just dumb shit like that. It's like, dude, this was equipment before. I don't know why you had to change that, or, you know, how Dead Silence is a field upgrade, which is kind of ridiculous when it's always been a perk. I don't like that. And that's really it. I hope that the playstyle changes and the meta changes overall. But, you know, ARs pretty much dominate the game. SMGs are good for rushing in certain occasions. And that's really it. And I really am excited for this game. I'm excited for the next weekend. And if you want, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought. And maybe I'll play with some of you guys too. It'll be fun to get to know some more subs and to play with y'all. So thank y'all for watching. Catch y'all in the next video. Have a good night, good morning, whatever the hell it may be. Yeah, may D. You see, I can't even speak. I am so tired. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I love y'all. Bye, guys.